this is the early ball light. This is actually not the first one. The Delta Roll Lighter was actually, I think, the grandfather of the ball light, because that model and this one here, they both use the same. This one's loose, the same lens cover. And there's one on eBay that you can actually get um, a repo one of this, and you have to cut it out, of course. I'm gonna get me that one because it's only like $20, 20, 25. And this one, I only have it on there for display. If I ride the bike, I take this thing off because it's just, that's what's bad about these. They get loose as the age. It was just a bad design. See what I mean? I might put some scotch tape in there or something just to hold it in there. But anyways, on this design here, if you have to change the battery, I took it off just to make sure I had no batteries in it, and I'm pretty sure I took them off, but I always double check. And there's a tiny set screw that holds the cover. One thing about this design here, if you're not careful, I have magnetic tips tools, and if you drop that anywhere, like here, I'm in my bike room, I'll eventually find it. If I drop it on the carpet, I just get on my hands and knees, I'll find it. But if you drop that outside somewhere, good luck trying to find it. That's the only thing bad about this design was that. Or the newer version of it afterwards, I like about it is it just has it on the bottom. There's a set screw there. You can take a flathead screwdriver, and up on top here is just a little. You put the cap in there. I mean the cover. You get it in there. Then you just pull it. You just push it down till you get it to where the hole is. But anyways, and this one here, I believe I left the batteries on here. I just put them on there about a week ago. Yeah. And the reason I have, because I'm going to be riding this bike pretty soon. It's getting kind of cold now, but it is definitely going to be ridden. We get some 80-degree temperature. We've been in the upper 60s as high, so it's pretty cold. But anyways, I'm planning to ride one of these on Christmas Day. I'm not sure which one I'm going to ride. Probably this one. And get some batteries put on the cat eye turn signal. I don't got no batteries in it right now, but I'll put batteries on it. And I just detailed this one here. So this is my very nice bike. I like it. I got the early Razor. This is not the Razor, but this is that electric horn. This hasn't been used. Sometimes after a while, it works real good. Just got to break it in. There we go. That's the Razor on that one there. So anyways, I like these 20-inch springers. This actually came with this bike. Didn't look like this. I think I did a video on this before. This is kind of like my childhood lowrider bike I had, but mine was painted black, gloss, beautiful black. Of course, I had just a solid black chain guard on there, and it was not the fishtail. It was I believe it was a '69 model, because the ID was in the back. And back then, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just the number of the frame. Had no clue that actually is the coded date. And this one's a 74. Of course, it's up in here. It's a 74 manual for it. $87. Wow. But I added the Springer fork because it came with the bike. Got a hell of a deal. And you know what these Springer forks cost. This one's in nice shape. I polished it out more. And just like what's on this one, it's been replated, but guy that owned this bike, they got a hell of a deal on this bike. You don't want to know what I paid for this bike. Of course, it didn't come with all these accessories. I added on to it. But anyways, and the paint is not quite the lime color, but you know what? You put it in the sunlight, it the silver base in there. I mean, it glows. You can see how the light hits it, but in the dark, it just looks. Or if it's not, like my lighting is ambient here, it just almost looks like a campus green. But it's a beautiful painted job. I mean, it's professionally painted. This is done with a paint gun. Somebody knows what they're doing. But they chromed everything. But they did a good job because they did not cover the knurling on this. This is center stamp, same as the front. And this chrome is sickening. I mean, I get dizzy just looking at it. But I put all my accessories that I kept. I sold all my other bikes before, and I did sell a lot of accessories, but I kept some. And there's my childhood 20-inch Springer fork right there, too. That fender over there was on the lowrider bikes, not the correct fender, but that's all the Schwinn dealer had back then. So I didn't care. Chrome, it was Newell stock, chrome. I liked it. Black and chrome looked beautiful. I would have kept that bike, but going into high school, I just kind of outgrew it. I don't know, I didn't ride it anymore. But I took all the parts off of it. Even got the wheels inside. I put it for right now. They're in that box. So, anyways, right now I'm just kind of detailing some of these bikes here, and I'm getting ready to roll. What's this here? 79.95. But it's a 74, like I said, custom to what if I was 13 years old, this is how I would have done it. Of course, I had more lowrider stock, but I had like 4 mirrors on it. I had 2 sets of mirrors on each side, and but I didn't do any of the bent forks. None of us did. None of my friends did. We didn't do the bent forks. We left them as the way they were. I'm very happy how this one turned out. And my seat, I'm pretty sure it was a Troxel because it looked just like this. And the Schwinn dealer, not only he carried Stingray seats, he carried other brands. You had people that came to his shop that brought in, some seats to see if he wanted to keep in it. If you want to order them, he can get more of different colors. And just because he had kids that come in there, they had other brand bikes, and they always wanted to get another seat, a better seat. So he carried Troxel, he carried the Stingray line, and he might have carried something else. I'm not sure. He carried some of the Majestic seats for the older cruiser bikes and stuff. But anyways, I'm getting ready to roll here.